Hey, everybody. It is Tea Talk with your girl. Welcome to the Drop and Extra Sassy Tea Talk panel.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
how's
What's
everybody?
um, how's
Is everybody
everybody
all right
doing?
tonight? Y'all
Good.
doing all right tonight? I see we got a one in the chat. That means the people can hear us loud and clear. Thank you, Tina, for the
Good.
mic
Hello, hello, everyone. This is
check.
Sassy Tea.
Shout out to all the mods in the house tonight. I see my yes,
Hey,
Regina
Mars.
Phillips. I see y'all. I see y'all, Mama Bees. I see Joe. Thank y'all for being here. We love y'all so much. Hey,
Yes.
sound check.
Hey,
And
Marywood.
thank y'all because I see y'all hitting all the channels. I could tell when you do that. So
Thank
thank you, thank
y'all to
you, thank
all the mods
They are. I love
you.
that.
and everyone else.
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all so much for that. Um, so how y'all doing tonight, panel? Y'all all right?
We doing good. I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, I'm well
I'm doing
rested.
great.
I'm good.
I've been just about sleep all day.
Well, sometimes you need that rest, because your body get tired. Sometimes you just gotta listen to your
Well,
body,
you
y'all. You
know,
gotta listen to your
I
body,
tell
because
you, I, yeah, and my body told me dark liquor is not my friend. That's what my body told me.
frown will make
Yeah,
you
that's
frown, honey. Gin will make
yeah.
you sin.
That brown had me
And
down.
white will
Let's go
take
to
you right.
sleep. Sleep. All I wanted to do was sleep today. Yeah.
Yeah, that is. Ugh.
Mm,
But,
yeah. Yeah. But I'm back. I'm back. Sleep was good. Food was good. I mean, I ate now. I ate today and slept. Ate and slept.
That's good.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
I needed that rest though. Huh. Last week was a long week, with graduation and all that.
yeah. Congratulations to all the graduates, you guys.
Yes, all the class of 2025.
55. From the pre-K to
Yeah,
the
there
college
you go.
grad.
Yes.
Congratulations. And from military.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Everywhere.
They said,
Everywhere, child. Because
congratulations.
listen, what an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, gosh. So how y'all been doing? How things been rolling and you know,
It's amazing.
Things been going.
how's your garden?
Oh, my garden as well. By the way, I found my first vegetables. Well, I saw some squash coming in last week, but I
Mm-hmm.
saw a cucumber today and a few more different squash and some tomatoes and broccoli. So the food is starting to form. So that's a great thing.
Good.
That's good.
Mhm.
We've
Nothing
gotten
like
a
a
lot.
That's
fresh
good.
bone.
The rain helps
Yeah.
a lot. We've gotten a
So
lot
that's
of it.
pretty good. I love when
The rain is, I'm
baby
enjoying
that
the
rain been
rain no
really
matter
coming
how much we get,
in.
because the summer is gonna be hell,
Hmm.
and I just want I enjoy the rain right now. I don't want nobody to get hurt with all the storms, but I accept that rain.
Oh yeah, I love the rain, especially garden season because
Mhm.
I was in my garden today in the rain. I bought ponchos and everything so that I won't be foolish enough to go out there in the pouring down rain.
Yeah.
I do go out there in the rain, and it's okay because I have my garden covered with the weed barrier, so it's not
Hmm.
like I'm attracting mud everywhere and stuff like that. But yeah, I go right out there in that rain. If it's not raining too hard, I'll go out there today. I had my grandson out there today in the rain because I
Yeah.
also want them to know that when you're taking care of a garden, you can't let the rain stop you
Yeah.
from getting your crop.
Hmm.
You still got to go out there and check on your food. And we went out there, and I did have to tie up my squash and my cucumbers because y'all know
Mm.
that runs. So if you
Yeah.
don't control it, it'll overtake the garden. So you do have
Mm-hmm.
to for those
Tied up so
vine.
it can run up.
So I had to tie it to the trellis and so it can start running up that. And the
Yeah.
string are running up the trellis just fine. I built a net trellis because I
Hmm.
pole string beans so they can go up the pole and I don't have to be bending down getting nothing.
Yeah.
But I just made a net so they climbing up the net. So yeah, we'll be eating good this summer. We'll be here.
Next Saturday, I'm gonna be doing the baby shower. I'm glad to get it over with because I've been running, getting stuff, making sure I got everything, making sure I gave everybody invitation. So I'm ready to get it over with. And
Oh,
I know
yeah,
you've been working hard on that. First grandbaby is so exciting, girl. I
Yeah.
can remember that way back 22 grandkids ago. Whew.
yes,
yeah. Me and you both.
Teacup.
T-top. We both in the race together, baby.
Yeah, girl. But drop the T, that is so exciting. I
It
can remember
is.
you're gonna just, girl, you're gonna be so overjoyed because you know how you already love your kids, but
It's
hmm
just
the
different.
grandkids, it's just a little different. I don't know what it is, but
It's
you'll
it's
see.
another level of love opened up.
Uh
It's
huh.
almost like there's a love there, and then when you see the extension of you
Yes,
from
that's.
your child, it's like this whole level of love just
Mm-hmm.
opens up.
Yep.
And you never knew that love was there. It's like God got so many different levels of love. You got your friendship love, you got your children love, and you got your grandbaby love. I can imagine what my great grand, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
but they thinking he's gonna probably come early. He finally then took his hands off his face so we can see his face now. Because
um,
every ultrasounds he would have his face covered up, and so now we can see his face. He looked just like my son. He does. He looked
He
just
said, "Y'all ain't
oh,
seen
so yeah. So I said, Lord, let me quit
me."
buying stuff. I done bought so much stuff for this baby. I done got stuff with his name on it. So I've been really buying
did
stuff.
you
So
get the Pampers with his name from the black owned Pamper company?
now I didn't know about that. Where's
Yeah.
that?
I have to send you the link because I got my youngest daughter finna have a baby too. So I got the link. I forgot the name of the. Oh my god. Anyway, it's a black owned company, and it's like the Pampers have no parabens. You can get their name on them. You can get them designed
Girl,
and
I
all
need to know the
the
name of
stuff.
this company because I'm wondering if that's the company that my son's uh uh my granddaughter's mother used
It
because
probably is.
baby, I ain't never heard of this before. Never heard of this company before, but she won't my grandbaby can't wear no other Pampers but those.
Yeah, and these she like made them because her baby was breaking out and stuff from the other Pampers, and
Okay.
so now her company is like a multi-million-dollar company, and you can subscribe to the Pampers and they send them.
oh, that's
Oh,
amazing.
okay. Send me that link because I done got everything else with his name on there. Yeah,
Yeah,
send me that.
so I was going to get
Mhm.
subscribe to that, and then my little she said, honey, they got so many from the gender reveal because you bring Pampers if it's a girl and whites if it's a boy. And I got so many Pampers and whites, and she talking about, well, you keep that for your house.
Yeah.
Don't get this.
Yeah, we got a lot too at the gender reveal. We got a lot of Pampers. I think they said we
Mhm.
got about 7 or 8 cases, and then I had bought a case of wipes as well and some Pampers. So they got about 7 or 8 cases of Pampers. They got a lot of wipes. I bought a case of wipes. I bought more wipes.
Mhm.
So yeah, they got a lot. She got a lot. So I'm imagine she's going to get a lot at the baby shower here.
Yeah.
She's going to get
But
a
you
lot.
know, that stuff goes so fast, you know.
Yeah. So I told them I'm gonna be buying like a case or two for them a month, maybe a case of Pampers for
Yeah.
her, case, maybe a case or two, maybe two. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So
I didn't.
I found a couple of black owned because I wanted to look that up.
Can
So
you
it's
say the
called
name? If you
Tinky.
say the name, I know her.
Uh-huh. There's one called Tinky Poo,
No,
the Happy Hughes Company,
that's the one.
and so it's the Happy Hughes
And it's one more.
and Proudly Company, the Proudly Company. Oh, it says
That's
seven.
the
Wait,
Gabrielle Union one. Proudly,
Yeah.
Target carried them.
No, it's the Happy Hughes.
is it
I think
really?
that's it.
So then Cooper Rose, and then there's Cooper Rose,
Hold on. Happy Hughes. I think the one I looked at was Happy Hughes. I have to look at it. I got it. I got
All
3 of them,
seven,
Big Sam.
all 7 of them, they say, do the monogram paint.
Yeah. But the
Um,
one I think it was Happy Hughes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
because she was like, I just want
happy
all
feet.
Pampers. I want just
think
one all
I
Pampers, but
think that's
I'm
use Happy Hughes when I think that name. I know it's a 2-name company, whatever it is. I
Mhm.
never. Ever. I
well, but
said,
y'all send me the link so I can get the
Yeah,
monogram.
I think it's Happy Hughes. I'm almost positive because her motto is like every baby, no matter what the hue is, should be, bottom should be no baby's bottom should be breaking out and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's Happy Hughes.
mhm. All right.
Okay, yes,
Well,
I never.
anyway, y'all, we had decided, chat, that we would our hot topic tonight would be Kenya Moore's. Since we talking about RHOA,
Mm-hmm.
her view on who she thinks should be RHOA. So we wanted to talk about that, get y'all's opinion on that, and all that good stuff. So why don't we just get right on into it?
All right.
Let's go.
This is my dream cast. Okay, number 1, me. Come on, girls. Come
You're so pretty.
on. Number 2, me. Gotta have a show with me. Come on. She and I together, fire and ice. She is the yin to my yang, my friend to my enemy. Like, it's gotta be me for me. I love Sheree. Sheree gets under Nini's skin. Sheree and I can go at it, but we're cool. Like, she is interesting. I still feel like Sheree is interesting. She's got a mouth on her. She's bald. She's beautiful. She's fashionable. I love Sheree. And I would have to say Eva, beauty, stunning, brains, children, lifestyle, all of those things. Eva can read you. Eva held back. I know Eva. Eva is like one of my dearest friends. Our children are best friends. I love Eva as a person. She is a beautiful person. However, the can read. Okay. She held back on y'all. But she can read. If I could name a few people I would like be a little bit scared to go up against, and honey, I'm never scared. Never scared. I ain't never scared. I would have to say Eva's one. And I'll tell you because I know Eva and we talk ish on the phone all the time. And Eva can read a girl without even taking a second breath. Okay. She's that girl. So Eva would be there. Claudia is highly intelligent. She is so intelligent. Like, I respect her so much for her intelligence, her way to she can read you. And she reminds me a lot of me in some ways because we will give you an intelligent read. We will back it up. We will have proof. We will have, I don't lie on people. I don't think Claudia ever does either. And she's gorgeous. Like, she's a beautiful girl. And so I think Claudia in that mix, I know she's able to mix it up, ruffle some feathers. I would have to say Claudia is on my dream team list. Drew. I'll say Drew because Drew is young. She's spicy. She's always getting into trouble. She's interesting. I respect talent. She's talented. I love her. Candy has got to be there. She's giving you lifestyle. She's traveling around the world. She's giving you sexual tease that's like, ooh, spicy. Wait, who is that? And why is she on vacation with you? Like, Candy will give you, she's very sex positive. What? I didn't spill any tea. What? I mean, we know Candy, you just never know. And she's very open about who she is. And I like that element to her. I like the unknown about her. I like that she's like the friend of everyone. She's that girl that's always going to be positive and be like the grounding factor of RHOA. If I had to do a friend of a show, I would definitely include a newbie like Angela because she gives you that old school RHOA when it was at its prime. She's actually my favorite newbie on the show. Angela is my favorite. I said it. How did you get that out of me? It wasn't easy. Angela, favorite newbie on the show. She has got everything that it takes. She has the husband, I feel like is more to see there. She has these beautiful children. She has a lifestyle, and the bitch can read. Okay. She is the quintessential housewife. She's classy. And we need to get away from the ratchet. It's sliding down real slippery slopes. It's giving love and hip hop. It's giving love and hip hop and Diddy parties. But anyway, okay. I didn't say any names. I did not name names. Okay. This is my dream cast. Okay. Number 1, me.
I like the dream
What y'all
cast.
think?
I'd like the dream cast. I would take out Claudia.
Yeah.
Put in either Sheree or for a young one, I'd put in Shamari DeVoe. I didn't like that she just had one season. She made me laugh.
Shamari was a funny joker.
Really
You hear me?
Yeah, she fit in with everybody. She
Yeah.
has that travels, and people know who he is. So I would add that. I'd take out Claudia. I don't care for Claudia. Her humor.
I don't either.
Her humor's a little mean, but I like the list.
Yeah, Claudia have to go. I would love to bring Shamari back. Yeah, Shamari was funny.
Well, Claudia.
I don't like Claudia.
Me either.
Who else is missing?
She only said Claudia because her and Claudia are good friends. That's it.
Yeah.
Eva, I like Eva.
Yeah, Eva was funny. Eva the diva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would y'all substitute or add?
Yeah, I like Eva a lot, but
Yeah,
I don't think Eva is good for housewives. I like her though. I like her, especially on all the Queen's Men. I think that is where Eva belonged. She bodies that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, she bodies that show. There's nobody that could ever play Madam.
No.
You could never tell me somebody else was going to.
No.
Sorry,
she
not
got
sorry.
it. No.
Who'd you put in her place?
Yeah. Well, off of Kenya's list, I would take away Eva, Claudia, and Candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like. Yeah.
I don't like Candy on there.
List. I do like Kenya, Nene. Even I could take Sheree.
Yeah.
I think
I take Sheree over Candy. I hate to say that, but
yeah.
And I would definitely add Angela, definitely add Shamari,
and I think
Drew.
Yeah, and I don't think Angela is a friend of. I think Angela.
No,
is a
I think she should be a housewife.
every day.
That's the only new peach she had. Y'all think that any other new peaches? That's the only new.
Nah, I think all them things rotten. Sandra P.
Yeah,
get rid of all
them peaches look good on the outside. You bite into and you're gonna bite a worm, child.
I'd bump back.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I'd add Shamia, but as a friend of. But yeah, I see the list. I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think really nobody. None of the new women should get a peach to come back for next season. All up and go.
Except Angela.
I agree.
I don't like Angela. It's too. She. I don't know. It's just something about Angela. She like, to me, she like drama and mess. And then I think she's lying about her and Charles' relationship. I don't know.
Well, that's the all good, so it can all come out, you know. But them other ones walking around with the ass out and punching on each other, and it's giving.
I think Angela really is a housewife material. I think she is.
She
got
is.
to come back. She got the snapbacks and all that stuff, and that's what you know. Housewife ain't being about married now. No more.
Nah.
I
it's about the quirkiness. It's about your demure, in your appearance. It's about being able to stand up and walk in it. It ain't even about Charles. She just has the package. I mean, I think she'll be a great addition.
Okay. But I think a lot of the shows now are not what they're supposed to be. Like they say, Real Housewives of Atlanta. A lot of them are not housewives. Also with the Married to Medicine, a lot of them not Married to Medicine, and then Love and Hip Hop. A lot of them are not Love and Hip Hop. So I don't know what they doing with these shows now. I really don't know. I guess
Well,
anybody.
But I think they got away from. I think they got away from that whole concept.
concept.
Yeah.
I think they got
So they
away
should
from that
call it.
concept because it's hard to find. It's hard to find, what the key element was. I mean, it's not really hard, especially for marriage to medicine. And the reason why I say that is because if Sweet Tea can go out here and already come up with 5 women who are
Thank
wives or
you.
doctors' wives, then you're not going to tell me that Bravo couldn't do that. So Bravo's
Exactly.
not trying to do that. Bravo is looking for mess. They need women who are going to come on there and act a fucking ass so that they can get them ratings up because that's what they want.
But the
They
sad
want
part
people to
is
bring it.
they're getting ratings on Doctor Wise. People are actually enjoying it.
Yeah.
I don't watch that on YouTube. I tried to give her one episode, but it didn't really draw me in. I don't
I
see
started
it.
watching Mariah was on there. That was a good episode. It's interesting because they come from a different point of view from what Bravo does. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
I
I
hope Mariah can get them off the ground.
yes, now that
That's
would be awesome.
Mariah was there to try to help them,
It would be nice.
probably pitch a show for them for the, they can say the real Mary.
The real Doctor's Wife.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Mariah maybe was gonna help them do that.
She might be.
Yeah,
That's, yeah, I think that would be
I was
good.
hoping they should.
And I think fit in a lot better with those ladies to me.
So Sweet Tea.
Yeah, but they're going to have
Oh,
to have
yeah.
some type of drama to pull the people in, just like Sandra P said that she couldn't get it. It got to be something to pull the people in. It
Oh
can't just be
yeah.
a bunch
I'm
of
pretty
cute
sure
women that
there's drama, you know. But
Well, yeah, and it's the same thing with YouTube. If
Gotta
you
be
don't have no drama going on your page, people do not
got to be some
like to
drama.
tune in. That's the same. That's the same thing with YouTube as well. You
yeah,
don't have drama going on
people
your
don't
page,
want to talk to you. They don't want to come.
right? But I noticed if you
Exactly.
put certain people in the thumbnail, they will come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why you have to keep it. You
Well,
still I still mention not loving marriage huntsman, but I still mention, I'm always talk about Melody and the 4-piece nuggets and Miss Van. I'm always talking about them, but sometimes like when Tisha went live and cut all the hair out, or either her hair don't came out because of her nerves, I talked about that.
Yeah, but that really kind of took me by surprise where she wasn't using her own products for her hair. She was using somebody else. I would have been promoting my own products, in my hair. I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, she probably did use it. It took her hair out, It's been sitting up in Stormy Warehouse for 20 years.
But a lot of women, they say women, when they get ready to go through some or new beginnings, they start cutting their hair off.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we could go through something.
Yeah, brokenness.
Sandra don't want their family together. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
That's right, Sandra. That's why they won't come on here. They like, You're not gonna bring my just like right now. Look at Angela and Charles. Angela and Charles looking kind of crazy tonight.
They started the show
begging this man on the phone.
Yeah.
To talk to her. That was crazy.
Yeah.
He's not affectionate.
Girl, you know that nigga
He's not affectionate. He just wants to run.
Oh.
Because she felt
camera. Why get on camera and try to pretend that your husband's somebody that you know the fuck he not?
Exactly.
Right.
Because you making yourself look dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And her feelings got hurt
She already know who that man is.
Oh my God, that was so embarrassing.
But there's a lot of women out here they just want to say they have a husband. Just like Jennifer from Basketball Wife, they just want to say they have a husband. They don't care how the husband treats them. I make them look. They just like that word husband.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a lot of women in there.
Yeah,
And
I
Charles,
feel bad for Angela a little bit, but to me, if I know I have a husband like that, and I know he's not affectionate, I'm not gonna get on camera and try to make him say, "Did you miss me?" I would say, "Happy anniversary. I see your ass when I get home. Bye." I'll be just
right,
like
and
him,
she should,
and I'm not gonna
but
try to make him
but
feel
she was
affectionate. I'm not.
yeah, but she was sad, talking about she used to spending her anniversary with Charles, and Charles looked like he was happy as a feline that they weren't doing
Oh,
nothing. But I thought
Right, he was.
they brung that cake because
What
she
did she
asked
gonna
him. She
say?
said, "You don't miss me,"
he
You
was
know what
like,
come with
and
"Oh,
he didn't say
what?"
anything.
No, he didn't
you
say
know what
nothing.
comes with
Yeah,
saying
when she said, "You don't miss me,"
You say
and
what?
I'm not there to give it to him. I'm like, girl, shut the hell up.
Oh,
Angela talking about what come with the anniversary, basically trying to say, sex.
yeah, she gonna get some. Is that
But
the
he
only
probably
time
already
you and
had
y'all
that.
do some? You don't had it. He had some birthday. He had some
right?
anniversary cake for somebody else. So
He had some anniversary cake. Hmm.
he had some cheeks on
He
it.
didn't seem interested at all.
No,
He is
and he
he's so locked out of it. It don't make no sense.
I think he just
right.
don't
He
want to
act
be
like
on
he didn't even
camera.
care if she wasn't there to celebrate with him. He didn't give a shit.
Well, in the first scene that when she was trying to call him, he didn't pick up, so she should have
Yeah.
texted him and said, call when you can or whatever. I wouldn't let production keep getting that on screen
Uh-uh.
because it's
No.
just generating a conversation. And people like to do that. He don't want
Yeah.
her. That I don't buy that. I just think they have a different type relationship. I don't like
Yeah.
it, but it works for her. That's fine.
I think she knows how Charles is. Charles don't
Yeah.
want to be on
Yeah.
TV. Charles is not going to be lovey dovey. You can't make him. And he ain't going to be fake. That's just him. You knew who you married.
Mhm.
He knows who she married. So, I mean, don't get on here and try to make that man be something he ain't because he embarrassing you. Wait, actually, you embarrassing yourself.
Well, I wonder how he asked her. I wonder how did he ask her to marry him then?
Yeah, she
I
probably
wonder
asked
what did
him.
he do? Oh,
She might have asked him.
Let's get married. Okay.
yeah.
I'm just saying. You want to get married?
Oh, did
Yeah, Charles.
no.
Okay.
There's a lot of women out here doing that. They getting down on one D asking a man to marry them. Hell
Okay.
to the fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy. They doing it.
I ain't asking no man to marry me. Shit. Uh-uh. I ain't taking a man's space. I'm gonna always be old school.
Right. But these women, they say, well, you
Wait a
still
minute.
have
I
to,
don't understand.
huh?
I don't understand Cool Cat's comment. I was trying to understand Cool Cat's comment.
Looking
Said
at
looking at
Angela.
Angela and her say they feel sorry for her confirms the deep hatred for Kenya because
Huh?
Mark never smiled mistreating her. He was just unhappy, but Charles takes pleasure mistreating her.
Huh?
That confuses
Yeah.
me because I know I call both of them in out. I don't like neither one.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Oh, because you saying
Yeah, I
people
didn't know.
didn't feel sorry for Kenya. Okay,
Sorry
I
for
get it
Kenya.
now.
Oh, okay. I just hate that she gets on here and in hopes of the camera he would just say something. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. And so
I-
uh-uh.
I'm sure they've had that conversation. What y'all think about them splitting up the two groups when they go on? Like the first thing in the morning, they say, "Okay, Portia, Shamia, and this one's going over here, and then the other ones are going over here." I don't like what they
Why
do.
they've been doing that
There's
lately?
not so many of them that they can't all go on an excursion together. I think
Yeah.
it gives them the opportunity to separate and then be talking about each other, and I just don't like it
Mm-hmm.
do that. That's kind of new that they're doing that. They did that on one other time. They went somewhere and did the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't like that either. I think they all should have been to the cooking class and went to the
Mm-hmm.
and to the waterfall and experienced the beauty. Nah, I don't. Mm-mm. Unless some of them say,
I
"Nah, I'd
don't know
rather do the
why they
cooking class."
split the group. Yeah, I don't know
Mhm.
why they split the groups
Yeah,
up. I think all those ladies would have liked to go into that waterfall.
yeah,
Yes, I know I would have.
Me too. Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, we can have a cooking class back at the Airbnb.
that would
Unless
have been
it's
nice.
just Bravo that does that.
I
That
Yeah.
think
could be
it is.
Bravo.
Mm. What y'all think about Britt and her? Britt is a complaining, whining, and like somebody got her nose pinched.
She caught herself in another lie. Remember last week she said that she had too many shots. And then when the lady said, well, we stopped and she threw up because she had so many shots. And then her
Yeah.
confessional, she said, we're not in high school. We don't do shots. I said, she done forgot she
Uh-huh.
told us that she had too many shots.
We are professional women, and
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
client.
What she
We're
was saying
client.
was because they professional, they shouldn't be doing shots. I don't
Mm.
think she was saying they didn't take them.
She took
Try
them.
to
She
put
was
those
trying
other
to
women
take
down.
Yeah, she
They're on
got mad.
vacation. Yeah, they can do
Shamia
that.
got mad because she was like, "I what did she say?" Shamia got mad was throwing passive aggressiveness at Britt about taking shots, and Britt says she's not really a drinker like that. So
Right.
I feel like I did not like that because I'm not a drinker like that. I might do a shot or two, but I don't throw them back like Shamia do. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-mm.
I would never say nothing like that to somebody. I
Mm-mm.
don't know. It was just weird.
Well,
I
that
think
was
she still is
vacation.
dealing with a lot. That's why she, with her child and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I think she's going on those vacations just to get a little break or whatever. Then when she does go, then her husband calls and says something's wrong with with their daughter. Then she, feels bad. I think she feels, guilty for, going and,
I think she
having
feels
fun.
guilty and she drinks
Are
just
y'all
to.
making excuses for Shamia's bad behavior?
No, no,
I
that's
think she
her
don't take
behavior.
and
That's
people
why I'm
are
saying
different
she
on
was being
vacation.
passive aggressive. I'm like, why are you coming after that girl? If that girl don't want to drink, stop
She
going
don't.
after her.
Well,
Yeah,
she
that's
didn't
just
have too
bad
much to
behavior.
drink.
I don't think that has anything to do with her child or
No, that's just
that.
Shamia.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's just Shamia because she was very passive aggressive and mean.
yeah, she was mean.
We're talking to Britt.
Yes,
I think Britt was being phony. Britt
Oh,
had
I
drunk
agree
as
with
much as
that too.
anybody. Britt didn't want
Yeah.
to drink then because she had already been sick and throwing up when they first got there.
mm-hmm,
Drinking. That's the only reason why she didn't want to drink as much the next day.
mm-hmm.
And Britt got sick and threw up everywhere.
Yep,
Yeah.
and she act a plum fool when she do drink. So
And I think she doesn't eat meat. She says she doesn't eat
yeah,
any
she
chicken
don't
or
eat pork
pork.
or beef.
Yeah, and then what? Well, then what do you eat? Then just fish, or or
Chicken
what?
or
I don't
chicken.
know.
Chicken is meat.
Yeah, I think she eats chicken,
Mm.
but she don't eat pork or beef.
Yeah, she was very specific. She said she don't eat pork or beef.
Yeah,
And if she's
Yeah.
drinking on an empty stomach, she's going to throw up.
And that's another thing. Them people should have already had them people's dietary likes,
yes,
allergies. So if they know that girl don't eat no damn pork and beef, then they should have had chicken in the morning or something.
yeah. Now I do agree with that because everybody, I'm not a big pork eater. So, and she said, well, you can eat the vegetables, but the pork juice is in it, you know.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
and
you
like
can't
me,
eat
I have a light allergy to pork. So I have to know how many times a month I eat it because I have an allergy. If it builds up, then I get the itching and carrying on.
Well, some private chefs they should, but some don't because I've had private dinners and some of them didn't ask you what your allergies if
Yeah,
you
like
should.
mushrooms, I can't eat those.
Yeah, they
So,
absolutely should.
Yeah, they should be asking that. Cool
mhm.
Cat says Shamir was wrong all the way around tonight, and I don't like Britt. They met off camera, so there was no need to go at her about her donation and
Yeah,
of folks, and that is so true.
I
I
agree.
mean, and
that
then
was
she got in the
mean.
van telling the other people she only bought 3 rolls of paper.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my god, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah,
Who
she
That
was.
was that she embarrassed the girl.
that might be all that girl had.
She
Shit.
might. That's all she probably could afford at the
Mhm.
But
time. But
then,
a donation is a donation, regardless. You don't put a price on it. You give from the heart.
but she
And
said you pulling up
In a
in
Rolls Royce
Rolls
with a
Royce and
Birkin
with
bag.
Birkin
With
bag.
a Birkin bag.
that was
Should be,
true
you know,
though.
in her mind, you should
Yeah,
stand able to afford, you know.
that's true.
Mhm.
Unless
And then
the
she
Birkin,
lied. Yeah,
unless the Birkin was fake and the Rolls Royce was rented.
they can rent those Birkins too. They rent
Yeah,
those.
they sure can.
And then she claimed more stuff was coming, but yeah, I wouldn't have brought that up in front of people.
She
That
should
wasn't
have
right.
said that on the camera. More stuff
Yeah,
coming.
No, yeah, she
I
should.
wouldn't. I still wouldn't have brought it up though.
No, me either. That was mean and
Mhm.
unnecessary.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Faker gave her a good pep talk about, you
she
know, what
did. Now Phaedra did.
she gave
Phaedra
her.
like, girl, you
Yep, she
gotta
gave
be
her.
nice, nasty. You still invite them to the house. You just not, you gotta
She said
play along.
what she said about $1,000 for donations or something. She said,
Yeah, it
Mhm.
should be more like $1,000
At least
limit.
$1,000
yeah,
minimum.
I
Mm.
So
mean, if you got it, that's nothing to some people.
I don't think Brie got it like that though.
She
I
don't.
don't.
84 say y'all be making excuses for Porsha. Who is y'all?
Well, ain't say nobody
Point
about
84. I agree. The Portia people will excuse almost anything Portia does. I've noticed that too.
Everybody I seen in this so far, and I think the diehard in here is D Herford. I'm gonna just call her out. Even she
yeah.
talking about stuff that Porsche do.
Well,
She
she
ain't
didn't do
do
Who?
nothing tonight.
I
She didn't
told
do
her
nothing.
I'm tired of her getting up.
nothing, but I'm gonna still call her ass out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
Yeah,
make
I
excuses
said it
for her
last
bad
week.
behavior. She do bad shit just like Shamia do.
Mm-hmm.
Bad shit. And I'm gonna call their ass out. I told y'all that for this damn shit started up.
You sure
Anybody
did.
on this
And
show can get it.
I ain't making no excuse for Portia.
I told her she
I'm not.
every time things get hard, she get up and walk away. And I don't think that was right for her to be meeting with Ralph. You know, Portia or Shamia. My own.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when they come to the stuff with Ralph, I feel like this. Turnabout is fair play. Don't do shit to me if you don't want me to do it to you. Period. Because if you want to say Ralph is married to Shamia, let me tell you something about a marriage. A marriage can end. Okay. Having a child with somebody is a lifetime commitment. So
Mm-hmm.
forget that marriage stuff. That goes out the window to me. Having a child to me is more important than marriage. And I tell people that all the time. Who I talk was that you, Sassy, I talked to about yesterday, or was it somebody else? I said that yesterday on the phone with somebody.
You probably said that
Basically,
to me.
these
Well, I was getting
men,
my hair braided, so we
oh
didn't
yeah,
talk too long.
we didn't talk long, but these men will commit to having babies with these women before they will marry these women.
Marry them, yeah.
Baby is a lifetime commitment, but they don't want to get married to do that business part, but they'll pop a baby up in you in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But the baby is a lifetime commitment. Marriage is not. Now,
And
Drew,
guess who's gonna always have that baby
that's
24/7
right.
when the daddy can leave? That baby is always gonna be with you.
So,
Drew
Right.
and
so
Ralph have
Drew,
children.
so Drew, I
Yeah.
was about to say that, and then Sassy started speaking. Now, Drew and Ralph do have kids too, but
Mm-hmm.
don't go pissing in my yard if you don't want me to come piss in yours, right? So once Portia said, "I don't want you filming with Dennis," it should have ended right there. That's what Drew should have did. She should have ended it because Portia said, "I don't want you to do that. Don't bring that here on my job." But she
She
didn't.
told Dennis that. No,
No,
Dennis
no,
didn't.
she told Drew that too. That's my
Why is she not
understanding
mad
in
at
this part.
Dennis? Why is she more mad at Drew than she is Dennis?
Because Drew is the female and she don't got no attachment to Drew. That's how it works. That's
I
how
don't think
Yeah.
so. The
I
two of
think
them
I'd
were
be more mad
working
at Dennis
together.
because Dennis,
Me
Almost
he's
too.
the
man.
man. He
that's what
knows not
that's
to do
what
it.
y'all think that's what y'all would do, but that's not what
Yeah.
she's choosing to do. If she want to get along with her baby father, the reason why she asked her not to do it anyway, so you don't go in there talking shit about me or say something about me. This the whole thing with her talking about the college and all that. She was being smart when she said that. Now Portia's
Mm-hmm.
taking light of it, but she shouldn't be sitting around talking about what she doing can pay for Portia baby college. Get the hell out of here. That's
Yeah.
unnecessary. All
Right.
for a moment. So she started this pissing match. So don't piss on me and then tell me how much piss to put on you.
If
That's
it's tit for tat, then just say that. She shouldn't
right.
be saying
But
they
it
ran
is
into
Yeah.
each other.
that. We all know
But
that.
Porsha and Lion saying that they ran into, or she was meeting Shamia and she didn't know Ralph was there. Whatever it was, whatever lie she told is not the same thing.
And she did tell a lot,
One is
man. I
business
don't
and the
care what
other one's
nobody
not
say about that.
business.
Well, first of all, I don't think any of them are going to go on the show and say this is tit for tat, but we as the viewers know it's tit for
Shamia did, but she didn't do it on the show. She did it after she
right.
said. Shamia
Right.
said what it
Yeah,
was, but we already knew that.
Shamia actually
Yeah,
admitted.
she admitted to it and
Yeah,
laughed
she
That
about it.
admitted
she
to it in
called
an interview.
that she called Porsha, right?
She admitted that she
That she
called
helped
Porsche so
Porsha get her
Porsche can
lick
get her
back.
lick back. That's
That's what
exactly
Exactly.
she
what she
said.
said.
Right. So Shamia called Porsha and said, "Hey, I got an idea how you can get your lick back." But y'all mad at Porsha because Shamia's idea.
No, I'm
I'm
not
mad
mad
at Porsche.
I don't. I'm not mad at Porsche at all. I'm mad because I don't like it because Shamia is still being a lapdog. That's it.
How's she being a lapdog? She not
Because she's gonna
listen,
call Portia to
you
get
gotta
her lick
separate
back.
you gotta separate that lapdog and understand and know that Shamia is mean. That is why her and Portia are friends. They just alike. Stop.
That's
You
true.
gotta
They are.
understand
I've said
Shamia's
that before.
grown.
I've said that
Shamia's
before.
grown.
I've said
She
that they are
making
just alike.
decisions on her own. The
They
Shamia
are
is
just
showing y'all
alike.
who she is, and everybody wanted to be Portia. It is Shamia. That's who Shamia is. I'm telling you. That's who Shamia is.
Shamia
She
didn't have
mean.
that reputation before this season. Now that people are
Yeah.
know her, Shamia's letting her reputation, in my opinion, be ruined in order to defend Portia from certain things. I
I
just think
think
it's
Shamia is
stupid.
Yeah,
I
reputation.
wouldn't
Dennis
be
did
doing it.
say that, Cool Cat.
I wouldn't be doing it.
I think that Shamia is showing you the real her because she got a peach and now you get to see more of her. You never really saw some Shamia as a friend of. How much could you see of a friend of?
Oh yeah, she was cussing and carrying on as a friend
Yeah,
Yeah,
too.
she
and
got
mean
kicked
as
off
We
the
just
boat.
seeing more of it
Yeah,
because
in
she's
Lake
up
Geneva.
center, up front and center. But her and Phaedra went at it a couple of times. I mean, Shamia do got a mouth on her now.
exactly. So we acting like Shamia this little church girl now. She not. Shamia is messy, just like the rest of these ladies.
Hmm. And she's very messy.
Yeah,
And and if you're gonna say something to me, say it. Don't be damn picking, piddling, and paddling around the doggone bush. You wanna have smoke, say it. You know, that's just the way I look at it. Don't be talking passive aggressive to Britt. Britt is a complainer. She gets on my nerves. That whining and oh god.
mm-hmm. Cool Cat said Dennis for the streets. I guess you forgot Ralph was for the streets too, then, huh?
Still in the streets, child.
Yeah,
Ralph
Ralph in
is
the
in
streets
the
too.
streets.
Neither
He
one
in
of
the
them men ain't
Tampa
no
streets.
good. Neither one of them men ain't no good. And Portia, yes, Portia went to eat with Ralph for some get back shit. And I said then Portia was wrong. And I said it,
Mm-hmm.
especially for them goddamn text messages that she showed. She shouldn't have did that. Because that
Yeah.
man already told her that's not what the text says.
Said. Yeah, Dennis said
Misinterpreted
that.
the text. So once he said that,
I knew it. Yeah. Yeah.
them text messages should have been thrown out.
It shouldn't have never been shown again.
Portia was wrong, trying to create a fucking moment. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cute because I was trying to figure out what that is. But cool cat. Dennis could have filmed his studio with Portia and discussed that he is working with Drew.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. But he wanted to be messy, like Ralph wanted to be messy. These men want camera time. They want peaches for real they own. So
And then when Drew, oh, I'm sorry, when Portia and Dennis was talking, Dennis like, come on, Portia, now you know we talked about this on their little thing, but not filming together. That's what she said, and he just looked at her like, girl. So I'm wondering, I still think it's made up beef with Drew. I really do because Portia really can't talk about Simon, and so she's got to have somebody she's fighting with.
point 84,
She don't know the rest of these girls like that. So
my excuse out because if you saying I'm making excuses because I'm saying that Drew shouldn't have filmed with Dennis, then that's on you. That's my opinion, though.
Mm-hmm.
So don't do mess if you don't want mess done to you. As women, we ought to be respecting things like that anyway, baby daddies and husbands. As women in
Exactly.
general, we should be doing that. Especially
Especially with
if you call
Ralph.
yourself my
Ralph is.
friend
Mm-mm.
and you walking around with my hair being an ambassador to my business, you definitely shouldn't be dipping in the pot with my baby's daddy for
True.
nothing.
Her
That's how it
music was
is.
being filmed in the studio. That
Mm-hmm.
was her reason for being there. And I think Drew had every right to showcase her music. That's a big part
She
of her
could have
story.
showcased her music without showcasing Dennis, though.
But Dennis already
Dennis is
listen.
the
I'm
producer.
telling you what Dennis
His
said. Dennis
producer.
said Portia knew that he was filming because they had already talked about it.
And Porsha could have
Okay.
showed up and got paid too. In my opinion, Porsha
That's
didn't
what
show
he
up
said.
and get paid because Porsha still thinks that a lot of the audience doesn't like Drew, likes for people to pile on Drew, pick on Drew, and she was gonna have another season of
But a
doing
lot of
that
the people
and stop
don't like
going.
Drew. It's not what Portia thinks. That's reality.
No, it's turned around this season though, and people are seeing
Yeah, a
it
lot
for
of people
what it
do
is.
like Drew.
And Portia's
I don't
upset
see it.
about it. She didn't think it was gonna go that way. She thought
I
we're gonna
don't see
pile
it
on
though.
Drew, we're
You
gonna make
see
it big.
that, Sassy? I don't see where a lot of people are liking Drew. I go
I
online
do.
and Drew is getting dragged every day.
I don't. I see what Drew would. People were saying, why didn't Drew get first chair instead of Shamia? They didn't understand why.
Now,
I
Mm-hmm.
now
see why
I
Portia
did
got
see,
first chair. I don't see
I
why
That's
did
on
see some
Facebook.
Shamia got
people
it.
say
If
that.
you on Facebook, you God.
Yeah.
I did see
Threads,
some people
Instagram.
say that Drew should have got first cheer, but I also see some people saying that Angela should have got first cheer. So it
I
just
see that
depends
too.
on it
Yeah,
just
I saw
depends
that
on
too.
what app you go to. But I don't see where Drew is getting all this love from. I don't. Now
It's not so much as love. It's not like when I read stuff and I see groups and stuff like that. It's not so much as love. It's just they don't believe the hype either between Portia and Drew. They
I don't
really
believe
don't.
that. No, I don't. I think it's fake.
Yeah. And a lot of people say they dragging it too much. They need to let it go and find
Mhm.
something else. And I agree on that. Okay, we how many episodes in? Y'all still can't come to an
15.
agreement?
15
Good
minutes.
God.
Yeah. Same old storylines.
Yeah, they
Same
Let
shouldn't.
old.
it go.
It shouldn't have went on this far.
Mm-mm.
I
That should
agree.
have been done.
I agree with that. I definitely agree that it went on too far. Drew is getting dragged for that interview at the Breakfast Club. Right. And mainly she getting
Hmm.
dragged for that interview because again, breaking woman code. So
To me, all of them broke women
it
code.
to
They
me,
I
do.
didn't like how
okay,
she
it's
stated
business,
Portia
y'all
go
say. She
naked
was doing
here.
music
I
with
didn't
Dennis.
like
Okay,
that. I didn't
Yeah,
like
I
you
that.
didn't like
take the
how she did
then,
Portia go naked hair
then
either.
you gotta take the repercussion. What
Mhm.
happened?
How she shaded Portia go naked here. I didn't like that. What
I
that
didn't
she
either.
got on here
And
and
that's what
talked
she getting
about.
dragged for. That's what she getting dragged for. That's my point. Is that
Yeah.
Yeah,
irregardless, you mad right now because Portia filmed with Ralph, right? But
Hmm.
every action deserve is gonna get a reaction. So
Yep.
okay, it was business, but she knew who she got into business with when she got into business. So that
But
I feel like she should have had a decent conversation with Portia from the beginning. How will this affect us if I film with Dennis? Because she
yeah.
didn't do that. She said on camera and said it. Oh, well, I text her, but she never texted me back. So therefore, you didn't care about the repercussions. People already know Portia if they've been watching the show long enough. If you do something to me, I'm gonna do it back to you.
Oh yeah, Portia gonna do it. And then Kenya is the biggest get back queen.
So if you
She's
already know
gonna
that,
get
right,
you for
Sassy?
5 years back. She
If
don't
you
care.
already know
If
she a tit for tat girl,
yes,
you go messing in her little beehive or whatever you want to call it, beehive now, I think she called
yeah,
herself. If you go over there messing in it and then you get stung, you can't be mad. And then
nope.
when you get mad, you go and you try to damage that lady business. That was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and looked at Drew's stuff the other day when I talked about it. Before she started wearing that gold naked hair, her hair looked like shit.
sure.
Looked like shit. So for her to sit up there and say that, she was wrong on the Breakfast Club. So she need to get dragged for that.
Especially when she said don't hold color.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like.
I was like, what? Ooh, tomato.
And to be on a
Yeah.
large
I did
platform,
not like that because I have had go naked hair. And that's a lie. That hair is some amazing hair. Okay. It's expensive, but it's amazing hair.
It's expensive as
So,
hell. It should be amazing.
it's expensive now.
Yeah, but that was wrong of her.
Yeah. You shouldn't have
You
done
take it.
that.
That's when you take things way too far. Now Porsha took things too far.
Yeah.
She did with that text message stuff, and I tell
She
her to her
did.
face. But Drew, that's just too far. That's messing with somebody's business.
Her brand too. Because
Then
go
she, her and
is
Porsha
a
ain't
good
gonna never
brand.
be back friends. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She said her and Porsha ain't gonna never be back friends. All right,
Yep.
fine with me. But her saying stuff like that could probably get her to lose her peach. You never
Yeah.
back friends. Now they might not have a reason to bring you back.
Because you should be always open to get back to some
Reconciliation.
sort of where you can film together or have some
Okay.
kikis and laughs. You might not have to like each other 100%, but at least, I mean, you got to work together. So,
Mhm. Yeah, that's the thing. Is that they get off. I just was telling my well, not mine, because I don't know if any of them subscribe to my channel. But I think it's important on any job, right? When you want a job, I say like for instance, I'm gonna use school staff as a suggestion. I feel like it's bad. That's just my opinion. When you go to work and you sit beside somebody, y'all get all close, and then shit happen in the work or whatever, and then y'all not friends and y'all gotta work
mm-hmm,
side by side. I think it's bad that's why when I go to work, to me it's a business. I go to work,
mm-hmm,
I know people, hey, how you doing? But right there in my immediate office, I don't want to make friends with y'all because
mm-mm,
if something happens, then we can't work together. How we
yeah.
work together? You got secretaries in the building now; they not speaking because something bad happened at work. The friendship goes south. It get all sour. It's crazy.
You have to keep it professional, whether you like it or not. I go to work. I don't have a lot. I don't have friends that I deal with at work. I have acquaintances, and I do have like one or two people that I really deal with. But other than that, because it can go down real quickly. I like to be nice to everybody. Ain't trying to get in nobody's business. I come there, do my job, and go home.
Wait a minute, you guys are killing me. Upset about fake hair, and Portia setting rumors she is sleeping with two men in a divorce and custody case.
Mhm.
What
Say
two
what
men
now?
said?
Yeah, the two don't compare.
How compared to the show? You talking about the stuff on the show?
No, she's talking about the fact that excuses are being made for Portia and why she should be mad at Drew and what Drew said on the Breakfast Club versus Portia
Nobody
mentioning
even
Flash.
mentioned Portia about the Breakfast Club. Nobody
We
ever
just had
mentioned.
a we just had a whole conversation
But
about it.
nobody
Go
mentioned
naked.
Portia. We were talking about the fans. Nobody mentioned Portia. We was talking about how the
Go
fans
naked
feel.
is Portia.
But we were talking about the fans' reactions to Drew. That's what we were talking about. And when we were talking about that, because I
Because of
said,
what Drew said in the interview
Mm-hmm.
right, and the
about the go
fans,
naked hair.
and the fans are reacting to it, but not Portia. Portia never,
Go
we never
naked
brought
is
Portia up
Portia.
to
That's
say Portia.
Portia's
We was talking
business.
about Portia's business in general. Just okay,
That's the same thing.
okay,
Okay, that's the same
okay.
thing. All right, I'm not gonna argue about that.
No,
That's
it's
the
not.
same thing.
No, it's not. Because she said Portia was responding to it. Portia, we don't know what Portia feels about it because none of us talked to Portia, and Portia hasn't even responded to it. So as far as I know, Portia didn't respond to it anyway. I didn't see nothing yet, but
I
I've
didn't
been
say Portia
out
responded
of
to
it
it.
this
I didn't
week.
say Portia responded to it. I'm saying that. Let me not even. I don't care. It's the Breakfast Club interview. It's not that important.
I think Cool Cat's thing was that we killing her because about the fake hair and the rumors with the two men. You talking about the show, right? The
What
me
two
and women
men?
sit down on the show, right? I'm thinking that's what he's talking about. I mean, she talking about.
Talking about Black? That
Yeah.
girl ain't messing with Black.
Portia said something about Black. She said something about Future. They both was throwing out names at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong? Were they both not doing that?
Yeah, they. Yeah, because she did. Drew did say, well, you mess. That's like me saying you messing
Right.
with
They
Future.
both did it, right? They both
Yeah.
weren't throwing out names.
But Portia knows that Drew is not messing with Black. Okay.
I think that Dennis told her that
Mm-hmm.
because Dennis said, I'm not even
Well,
the
she
one
did say it.
messing with
She said Dennis told her.
Yeah. So I think Dennis told her that. And I think Dennis was wrong for that. Even if he
Mm-hmm.
do know that that's what's going on, he should shut up. Because he act like a girl to me.
Yep.
Because why is you going around telling somebody who somebody messing with? If you're not messing with her, you should be able to say you're not messing with her and then move the fuck on.
Exactly. And who's to say that man Black might be telling him one thing and it might not even be the same. Because men
De-
just trifling like that.
Dennis is a liar, but he didn't bring that to TV. Portia did when
Yeah.
they were sitting down. And then she got mad when Drew brought up Future, even though
Yeah.
she said her name first.
Yep. She
Yeah.
did. She said, well, you messing with Black. And she was like, what? She said,
Yeah.
come on, Drew. She said, I am not. They are friends.
But didn't she say Ralph had a woman living in the basement, down in the
No,
basement in that interview?
she was sneaking women in the basement. And then she found out about it and he changed all the cameras and locks and stuff.
And it was the lady that he was sneaking in the basement was work. Well, I guess her kids went to the same school as Drew
Yeah.
kids because
Mm-hmm.
Drew said, "When you in my house?" She told the lady because the lady was
Mm-hmm.
mean, and she's like, "Oh no, I was down there with Ralph training in the basement." Woman, you weren't down there doing no damn training.
Mm-mm.
So
He was
she
down there in that basement.
yeah.
Well, you know what training is the euphemism for. Even
Mm-hmm.
that's trifling.
That is trifling.
Well, that's the same thing that Trish
That's what we're talking
probably
about.
was
His
doing with
friend.
Martell. She
I know
said
what
she
you're
Yeah.
going to say. His
Yep.
Martell.
friends. They're friends.
Everybody training.
Drop to see their friends. That's the kind of training they do.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what Trish said that she was training. She came in to train Martell.
Yeah.
Butt naked training.
Butt naked upside down with a folding chair.
That's what you came to do.
I can't believe he just had women in the basement at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think that is
unsafe.
disrespectful.
And he changed the locks and Drew had to stay in the hotel. And she had to get
Yeah.
the lawyer to make him give her a key to the house because he was having women downstairs.
Yeah. So you know you can hear through the basement. If your husband down there in the basement with another woman and you upstairs, he know you can hear that. So he wants you to hear you down there getting it
Oh,
on.
he want to drive her crazy. I still think
He wouldn't been
Drew
down
does
there.
not like Ralph. I mean, Ralph does not like Drew.
No, he was Drew. He
He
was
wants to destroy her. He don't like her.
Yeah,
nope.
he's trying to provoke her into action when she's
Uh-huh.
down there acting crazy.
So
But
does this divorce decree say that she can't move out?
I think she can move out with them kids because that's the purpose of Ralph Sanders because he
I
want to
think
be
she's
my.
scared to move out on her own. I really do.
Yeah,
I don't think
because
she can take those kids.
no, I don't think that's it. Because
I
Ralph
think the
said
marital home thing.
that the
Ralph
reason
said,
why he's not leaving is because he owns that home.
Yeah, he bought it before they got married.
Right.
No, I thought it was during the marriage, but he didn't put her name on it.
right,
Remember, she was
That's
out
what
of
I
town
thought.
working.
Oh, okay.
That's what
So
it was,
she's scared to
Candace.
leave.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what it was.
And Ralph said he wants to be by the kids. He wants to be with his kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's
said
lying.
that on TV,
He
but
won't
that's
even
don't
not
let
want
that
them
little girl
kids.
come downstairs when it's not his week.
Mm-hmm.
right. But
He
that's
make them all
not
stay
even,
upstairs.
that's not even in the divorce. So he's not worried about them kids like that. Because
Nah.
that would be in there that the kids can't leave.
Yeah.
It's that he
Don't
not
want to
leaving
leave.
because he paid for that house and he
Mm-hmm.
don't want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm
That's
saying.
exactly
Drew,
what it is.
if she don't want to hear that, don't want to be around it, she should go get her own. She can't go get a nice big old condo down there. You saw Mel's condo in Atlanta. That thing
Yeah.
is huge.
I think Drew just don't want to be by herself.
Drew might not know what her money is doing. With her giving
Yeah.
him 40%, and then him, remember she was asking him on camera to pay the doggone Orkin or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
$100 a month. I just think he's been responsible for the finances.
Because he's been
Her
the one
money was
paying
still
everything.
So
responsible.
you think
Yeah.
maybe Drew one of those women who he been taking care of for so long, she might
Yeah.
not.
Even though she making the money, yeah, he's the kind of
He
the
just,
business manager
yeah.
of the family. That's what it seems like.
Kind of like Greg was with Nene.
Yeah, she bring
Brett
the
took
money.
care of everything. And
Took
Nene
care of
said
everything.
when he passed away,
Oh,
she
and
was
also
lost.
Cool
She
Cat
didn't
is
know how
saying
to
that
do none of that.
So she didn't know how to pay the cable bill.
Mm-mm.
right.
Oh, cool. Okay, I see that.
Yeah, you see that? In their county, if Drew leaves, it's abandonment, and he would
Abandonment,
get every.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because he can say, but she left me and left me with all the bills. So, yeah, I get it. I get why Drew didn't leave.
And Sonya's saying she might not be able to get into another gated community. She wants to
Mm-hmm.
gated community. Wow.
Because of how expensive it is there, or
Shit,
Well, to me, Ralph wouldn't have been able to get that house without Drew income.
that's what I'm
Even
about
though,
to say. Shit, if he getting 40% of her income, that's probably how in the hell he was eligible for
yes, because he makes what
a house in the
200,000,
first
but
place.
their house is
That's
1.3
crazy.
million. And so that lets me know Drew is making well over 500,000 to $700,000. And her music is
Wow.
doing well.
yeah.
Her
But I,
music is charting. It's
Yeah,
doing well. She's
good.
acting. She's getting. That man is taking that woman money, and she just don't know how to recoup her money. And she needs another lawyer, in my opinion,
Okay, so
because the
Cool
lawyer
Cat, you
she
said
got is very, very
in
weak.
Georgia. So once these people file for divorce, you mean to tell me their money still got to go to them other people? Huh?
If it's a contract,
Oh my God, I couldn't even imagine we filing
Me.
for divorce and
yeah.
my damn
Because
income.
see, Drew don't realize. See, Drew has had everybody to help her except Drew,
Mm-hmm.
managers and stuff like that. Ralph is a con artist and an opportunist. He knew exactly how to get Drew to sign them contracts, and then she's binded by those contracts.
but can she? You can fire your manager when you get ready, right?
It depends on what's the stipulations in the contract. If he maybe he signed it for a 5 year.
Yeah.
You never know what the contract states.
But
And
she's
she,
been her manager ever since they've been married. So
Yeah,
they
you can fire her, but if the money still gotta be paid, it just depends on what the contract says. I hate that that man's doing that, but that's another Martell.
yeah.
and Martell is helping them. Look, I'm telling you, if Martell would have thought of that, see, Ralph is smarter than Martell. If
Oh
Martell would have
yeah.
thought of that plan to keep Melanie in that house while he stay in the basement or either upstairs, he would have. But
Uh-huh.
he didn't think of it.
But she moved out in that case because
Yeah,
he was volatile. Ralph is not as volatile. Ralph's much cooler and emotionally
yeah.
mature.
He's more emotionally
Martell runs around threatening
abusive.
people, and he has weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Ralph is a little different.
So you don't think Martell would have had Melanie stay in that house with him if he could, with them kids?
She moved out. She
He
moved out
moved
with. That's
out
why she
first.
moved out because he
Yeah.
didn't have to move. He said he'd never leave, and he didn't have to move. He should have, but he didn't move. That's why she moved. But yeah, I think he would have loved that. Drop the T to be
Well,
upstairs
yeah.
or in the basement. Yeah.
Honey, Martell would have loved it that.
Oh yeah.
But he just didn't get to it in time. But I think he's telling
He's not that smart. Drop the T. He's not smart to think of something like that.
right.
Martell is more. Martell is Martell. He's a dummy. Ralph is an opportunist. He's always thinking of ways to get locked in. That is just my opinion.
Yeah. But I think he should have some type of sympathy. He got kids by Drew. He don't want to take her money like that. She got to provide for those kids.
He don't care about that. That joker don't care about Drew. He don't like Drew. He the hell, I don't think he want to be around them kids.
Yeah, didn't she say he's starting to disrespect her older son now? She said
Yeah.
that's what he made her. He disrespected her mom and also her older son.
Yeah. Now that he can't use them to write a book
Uh-huh.
about.
So now
Remember, he was writing that book.
Yeah, he was writing that book and he was loving it. Now that, the book is out, he decided not to adopt him, which I'm glad because the little boy got to know his dad. Rap is sorry. I'm sorry. He's a sorry piece of shit.
I agree.
Ain't Martell his good friend?
Yeah, both
Yeah,
They
of
ain't
them.
love each other.
it's been a couple years. They've been tight. I
Mm-hmm.
think Ralph helped
Love each
Martell
other.
with. In my opinion, I feel like that's where Martell got the idea with the changing the phones and all that kind of stuff. Because
Uh-huh.
he too dumb to do any of that. I think he had help with that from a smarter friend.
Yeah.
See
In
what
my
Yeah,
Cool
and
opinion.
Cat said. Sandra P. You see what Cool Cat said.
Hmm.
Martell's a
I
fool. Ralph
agree.
is a con artist. Con
I
artist.
agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Probably helped him.
Martell
Yep.
been trying since she came out of Marlene's womb.
Wait a minute, Dot Willie. Wait a minute now, Dot Willie. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute now.
What now?
I'm not even gonna read that. I'm just gonna put it on the screen for y'all.
Maybe
Both
that's
of them
how they
coming
know each other.
across.
I don't know about Tampa, but maybe
Oh,
they know each other from somewhere. I see it.
Mm.
and Drew better not be sleeping with Ralph, cause you know them Tampa HIV down there is running like a damn
Yeah.
river. You hear
Not
me?
said
yeah,
her.
I see that in Brittany's, husband too. I can see.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, them lips, honey, he is sweet.
baby sweeter than candy.
Child, that's Brittany's girlfriend. That ain't her
Oh,
husband.
oh, Jesus, where my
Mhm.
pearls at?
Yeah.
I need to clutch.
That's her
Somebody give
girlfriend,
me
child.
some pearls, damn it. Said
Mm-hmm.
not the girlfriend.
That's the girlfriend. They ain't no husband. They act like best friends.
Oh my.
yeah.
Hmm.
They starting to call the men. They are the baby mamas now.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wait a
They
minute.
That's crazy. These new men are crazy. I
Wait a
wouldn't.
minute.
The men I know wouldn't even joke like that. The men are
No.
baby mamas.
Mm-mm.
they said that's what they acting like.
That's
I
Yep,
know
baby
crazy.
mama.
cash down them. They calling they the baby daddies the baby mamas. They
Mm.
whine. They need child support. They want alimony from them
They
now.
want to be taken care of.
They want to be taken
D, I
care of
trying
them.
to get that. Y'all see what
Trying
D
to,
said?
that's what's the name, trying to get it from Cardi B.
He said he need a
Mhm.
spousal support.
Yeah, Britt
Mm-hmm.
trying to get support.
Yeah.
D
Y'all
said you're
see
gonna
what
talk
D
about
said?
how Britt plopped the tatas on the counter. D, I was
Oh
trying
my
to get that.
God, I saw
This
that.
is trashy. Trashy.
She trashy as hell. That's why
Yeah.
she listen,
Well, she
Sandra.
said
That's
she
why she
classy
ain't come
women.
to
She
that
said she
reunion.
classy women.
That's why she ain't come to that reunion because she knew
Yeah.
she was gonna get ate the hell up.
I
I
still want
told
her
you
to
that
get her
thing
money
is,
though. She gonna
she's
get her. They
still
gonna settle.
on, that girl is, I ain't gonna say it, but it's
That's
the
what
truth.
Pooh Cat said. He said, I told he said she said that the first episode.
Hmm.
When I seen them lips, I knew he was. I said,
Oh,
ooh.
not the lips, honey, not the
They
The
lips.
gonna end up
lips.
paying Britt. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, but I hope they end up paying. And I don't like her, but I'm tired of Bravo and these production companies and how they treating these women. Because if she had been out of there when she first made that threat, none of this would have happened.
None,
Mm-hmm.
none. But Sandra P, I think that's when she first brought it up because I watched Don Juan, right? I mean,
Hmm.
I seen some
Mm-hmm.
clips from his,
Uh-huh.
his point of view, and
Yeah.
he's saying that right after that happened, she went to them. Oh no, that was after the Kenya. So you're right. If they would have got her
Mm-hmm.
first did it, then they wouldn't have never got to the Kenya part. So you
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
yep. Yep, but that's what Don Juan was saying that she already had threatened to sue them way
Uh,
back when Kenya first did it, and that's why they kicked Kenya off.
Yeah, I think it was a setup. I think they did that and they set Kenya up to get her off so they can pay Phaedra to come on. I still think it was a setup.
yeah. I think even with the same thing with Potomac, they hired Jazzy. I think Jazzy's cute. I don't know that she's a housewife. They thought she was gonna sue them. They were
Uh-huh.
actually letting Sesame Street, bring her there to thump on her. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I need somebody to be made an example of. I think Britt might get a little money. Her and Lavender might get some money, even a settlement.
Yep. I heard
You talking
they were
about
gonna settle.
Jazzy or KK?
Jazzy, thank you. I couldn't figure who was who. Both of them are really the two pretty brown skin girls.
Jazzy
They look,
just got married,
Yeah.
right? Didn't she just get married or something?
yeah. The
Yeah,
one that was who was Candace's friend that I don't know if she jumped in the fight or was pulled in, but she ended up
that's
getting
KK.
smacked.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
talking
Yeah.
about KK. That's how
her.
she got back. That's how she got her flute.
And now,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, so that she wouldn't sue them. But
Yep.
now they're saying she might even be friend of Energy, and they may not even bring her back. So I think they
KK.
did that.
But
Yeah.
Monique is coming back.
You know what,
Yeah,
Sandra P?
Monique's back.
I saw them this weekend at the party, and KK was not
Yeah,
there.
and Monique was.
And Monique
Remember? Yep.
was. You are
Yeah.
right.
I'm
Sis.
tired of them. Write a check.
Oh,
Yep.
they brought her
Yep.
back for that
Yep.
one season so she couldn't sue them.
Yep.
Now the
Mhm.
time's up on it. They let her go.
That's what
But
I'm
see,
thinking.
Wow.
Andy and all the
Britt
companies.
came in quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that was. They didn't expect Britt to bring her lawyers, but Britt came in. See, Britt is street. She know exactly what to do.
She do.
Okay,
She
so
do.
she came in quickly, and they had to get rid of Kenya.
Cool cat sick of these titties. You heard Kelly? Phaedra
Say
told
what?
Kelly she needs
Mm-hmm.
some. What Phaedra told her? Do she need some pasties? Because
Cause
her
she
nigga
got him.
wow.
And then why Phaedra had to put her hands on the lady? I would have told her, Phaedra, you doing a lot. You
Girl,
doing
Phaedra
Yeah,
always
stop
touching
touching
them
on me.
Yeah, she
ladies.
touched her.
Girl, she always touching on them ladies. I
She
be
do.
wondering about her sometimes.
Me too.
Shit. If she done had a little 30-year-old man, I be wondering about her, child.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised, child.
Her
She
and
said, you
Cynthia
know,
got some
we
pretty
down
ass.
here in Atlanta, we're very fluid. That's what she said.
That's what she said, child. They
I
is
think
good.
I think some of the women on there go both ways.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Porsche definitely with a
Oh,
taco,
speaking of
child.
both
Porsche is a
ways,
taco in a minute.
That's what I'm
speaking of
saying.
both ways, did y'all hear Kenya throw that shade at Candy
Yeah,
when she was
Well,
talking about the
yeah,
housewives line up?
you seen that lady on vacation with them, and people were
yeah, they've
talking
been
about
saying
that.
that.
Who's the
That
lady there with?
Girl, why Kenya
Y'all
throw that
seen her?
shit in her thing? I said, oh, Kenya,
I
I meant to
seen it.
say that when we watched.
And Kenya be laughing when she say the stuff. It's
yeah,
Yeah.
dead serious.
Girl, she was telling on Candy.
yeah, she was.
She's
And
like,
now, you know, Candy gonna come back at her. You know, Candy gonna say something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Ladies, I'm gonna have to dip
girl,
out
I
of
said,
here.
no, she didn't.
That Kenya.
Yeah, she put it out there. Oh, Sandra P, real quick, did you see that Moses was home?
Say that again. I'm sorry. Did I see what?
Did you see Moses was home?
No.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Moses home.
yeah, he sure did.
Moses
I bet
home.
you that's gonna
Oh
be a
yeah,
pulling on.
Moses is home. Yeah,
I'm happy for Sunny, especially now after
Uh-huh.
that hurricane and everything. Good for her.
yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
happy.
Yeah,
Moses
he
got
held him
out
down.
the 6th, I think.
I'm gonna go to her page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's out. So she put up a post of the two of them. I was
Oh,
glad
good
to
for
see
her.
he was out. I was glad
Yeah,
to
she's
see
been
he was
going through a
out.
lot with that hurricane and everything.
Yeah.
Good for
And
Yeah.
Sunny.
she held him down, held his businesses down, and now
She did.
imagine if that was Destiny, his business would have went to shit and everything else.
Child, she would have spent every dime,
Yeah,
and they would been bankrupt.
that
Right.
man knew what he was doing when he married Sonny. He wasn't. Child, that man knew what
Yeah,
he. They say when a man find a wife, he find a good thing,
good
not a
thing.
great
And
thing.
Cool Cat, that last point. Y'all read what Cool Cat said. And then I'm
she
gonna have
said,
to
I
"How
think Porsche
should I
is
say
going
it
to be
now?"
in trouble with that lawsuit, running her mouth on her YouTube channel and hanging with Britt, saying she was underage and the current housewife gave them pictures to her.
Mm-hmm.
and she
But
could have stayed out of it.
if it's
But
all
then we
untrue,
admitted she gave them pictures to Kenya, and it
but
was Britt.
if the girl saying it's not her, I don't know how Portia could be in trouble. That
No,
girl
she
talking about it
mentioned
ain't
something
her.
about underage and wasn't nobody talking about that. Britt
Mm-hmm.
was
That's
the only
what
one.
Candy said today.
Oh, did she?
Sandra, I
Man,
hate to hold you up. She was talking to what's her name, Lorna Rosa,
yeah, so I could
down at
be
the
the
BET
boys and
Awards, and they
stuff.
was having a conversation about that.
Mm-hmm.
And Candy wanted to know, well, how in the hell did Britt say that she was underage if it wasn't her?
Yeah, that
Where did
was her.
Yeah.
where did that come from? If it wasn't her, how she know she was underage?
Exactly. It was her.
I think Bravo still might end up settling because of a lot of what they didn't handle the threat, and then now why did
Yeah.
they broadcast that if it was so terrible? You fired somebody over it, and then you broadcast the episode. It's just a lot that they have to answer for.
And legally, if she can make a good legal point, because no matter what we say about it, how we feel about it, the law in Georgia makes it very plain. With intent, Kenya had intent, and she defamed that girl, regardless of what we think about it or not. By the law, she got a right to sue that girl, that cold company. because
Well,
they
maybe
kept saying it.
doing Kenya too then.
Well, she might later. Who say she won't?
Why Kenya can get then for defamation?
She can actually have Kenya arrested, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's
That
what. Yeah,
Britt's lawyer is high powered and no joke. Good luck, Bravo.
They said she got a high powered lawyer. And she was there. As soon as she found out it was us, they was in there with Bravo in talks of lawsuit.
What?
well, do you think she got some money on the front end, Britt?
Well, I heard they was settling with her. That's what I heard now. I didn't know amount, but I heard they was settling, allegedly. I heard
What?
they already settled. The 20 million just came up, but they already been settled. And that's why she ain't coming back. But
That's
she
why
got
she's
her
coming
money.
up because she knows she's not coming back.
Yeah, because she don't got her money.
Don Juan also had mentioned that there was some type of meeting or something like that.
Yeah.
She didn't go to none of the meetings,
Mm-mm,
so
mm-mm.
she knew she wasn't, gonna have no job, and that's why she sued. I don't know. I wasn't there.
I can see
DJ
that.
Bravo got deep pockets. Kenya did what she did, but Bravo and production companies could have left it on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, they could have.
Now they will pay.
They
Yeah.
want to win it though.
They in lawsuits with the Vanderpumps for like what, $100 million or something like that for doing the same thing. They could have cut it, and they thought they had cut it, and they showed it. It was the same exact name.
Cool Cat want to know, but how did she not know it wasn't her when she showed her husband the picture on the episode while on the sofa?
It's a lie. It's her.
Well, she said she didn't see it. She said somebody told her about it.
But she turned around and said it was her afterward.
That's what I'm saying. She going back and forth.
She telling a lie. Oh, okay, Sandra P. The girl is lying. I don't care what nobody say. Britt is lying.
I think her and her husband trying to get some money because they went broke. So
their mama done lost the house.
They broke anytime Britt want her mama out of the house. She need that money before she can get her mama a house.
Yeah.
The mama moved in because she getting ready to have a baby.
No, ma'am. Her mama moved in because her mama lost the house.
Lost that house. Her
That's
mama
ain't crying. Her mama
that's the lie she tells. That they ready to have a baby now.
And where her sister at? Who's she gonna have a baby with?
With her husband. The husband.
I guess she's gonna go down.
She can't have no baby with a boy, with a girlfriend. I guess he ejaculated in a cup, and he cheap throw it in him.
That's what I'm trying to say, Sam. You must gonna get a turkey baster.
Put it up in there.
PK Joe said she think it was her, but she had so much work.
I think it was her.
She said she had so much work done. She think nobody gonna recognize her. PK Joe, she don't recognize herself. That's what it is. She looked in the mirror. She seen her old self and got all mixed up.
We're like, who is that? That ain't me. Oh yes, wonderful. You about what, 16? With a whole 12-inch in your mouth?
Oh no, Sassy.
Yeah.
Not 16.
Whole 12-inch.
Whoa.
Not
deep throat.
Not 16 with the 12-inch. I'm done with you.
Yeah.
Not 9, but 12, huh?
12. And she left 0.5 of it out.
She start off with the long Jones, huh?
Yeah, she did. That's why her mouth. That's why she
John Silver. Don John Silver.
That's why she can't talk. Talk like she got a pickle in her throat.
Child, you can't make this stuff up.
You can't. But Britt come on there acting like she's some kind of classy woman.
Yeah.
You know damn well she ain't no classy woman. She knows she done been on OnlyFans and child. I gotta find this stuff so I can show y'all. that I got.
What's about Britt?
Yes.
Listen, Candy said she went online and found the stuff on Britt Eady.
Britt they say Britt used to be a high class call girl. And her husband was her pimp.
Allegedly,
Uh,
child.
In my
Child.
opinion, that's what the streets in Atlanta say.
Mm.
Well, her husband was her pimp.
Allegedly, yeah. That's what they say, child.
Mm.
You can't find nothing on him. He's just a CEO.
What he a CEO of Britt?
Her
What
of
he
her
a,
cootie.
that's what I'm saying. A Britt?
Yep, that's who it is. But it ain't no company. He's an investor of Britt. He's the CEO of her booty.
I'm the CEO of a booty. I'm done
Yeah,
with you.
yeah. You know he ain't sleeping with her. He's too sweet.
Mm.
He ain't sleeping with her because he like to take it, not give it. Allegedly, that's what the guy said. Now I'm just saying. I think Britt don't want people to find out the truth, so they're gonna bring her girlfriend up at that reunion.
That's why I think she can go.
Mm-hmm.
Britt said she getting out of there.
She gone. She is not gonna answer them questions.
Yeah, she said she getting out of there. She's not gonna answer no questions to nobody. Don't ask me none.
That's
They
all
said
I'm
Mike
gonna
not his
say.
real name. That's why you can't find out. Sassy.
Yep.
They said Mike not his name. Y'all looking for the wrong person. That's why y'all can't find nothing.
Yep.
I think everybody. I think all the people on there, even with Jennifer from basketball, you can't find them. Too much about him. That's why he changed his name too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Christian
not his
Gold.
name.
Well, according to his aunt Jennifer, Evelyn needed to marry a gynecologist.
How she? See, that's what I'm saying. How she know?
She said she did some research, child.
And I
That's
That
think
what Christian aunt said, child.
I think the auntie is trying to get on in on the show. That's what I think the
And
auntie.
I laughed so hard at Jackie. And, what's her name? I laughed so hard when she said, "Oh my lord!" I laughed at that. Whew.
So I guess her and Doug they're gonna stay together. They ain't getting no divorce.
They were never divorcing, child.
Who her and Doug?
No, that's that AI shit.
Because I thought that she was in the crop top, so I didn't know.
No, that woman is not divorcing Doug. Mm-mm.
No.
I don't know why people keep saying that. Jackie ain't getting no damn
A
divorce.
divorce? She ain't never divorcing that man.
Jackie make that man marry her every year for a reason. She gonna mind his
Reason.
ass. She gonna mind his ass who he is.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That
Jackie.
was AI. That was somebody started that whole lie. Just like they started the lie about Martell having a wreck and he was on life support.
Yeah, they be doing
Yeah,
too much.
yeah. And now that was bad. But I
They be
told
doing
you, I
too much.
think I know who's behind all these love and marriage Huntsville, and allegedly, in my opinion, why all of a sudden is all these love and marriage Huntsville AI channels coming up all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly,
So Carlos will keep that show in the algorithm.
Yeah.
allegedly. That's what I
That's
was saying.
what I think it is. He trying to keep the show in the
People in
algorithm.
a certain algorithm. So when they decide or if they decide they're gonna bring it back or not, it'll still be trending.
Still be trending.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like who would benefit from doing it?
Cause where the hell would all these lies be coming from?
Exactly. Talking about he had a wreck, he on life support and all kinds of crazy, crazy stuff.
Stacey
That's
Bell said
new.
got one dropping facts.
Uh,
Don't play about their family. She said that
mhm.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was over there on Keisha's show since y'all got on the subject, because y'all know I watch his Basketball Wives too now, honey. Now you know I was over there watching Keisha. And I didn't see the aunt's interview, but now I know that she interviewed the aunt because I haven't been over there in a minute. But I went over there today, and she was Jennifer and her man was on some other body's channel. They had been interviewing and everything. But child, come to find out, Christian don't even have no child support order. So his baby mama had to be coaxed to come out because of Eva and Simone. Because people said that lawyer was out to get her, but y'all did do that shit because that girl didn't even have a child support order. So why was she come out online saying the man was behind the child support when he never had a child support order?
And he came out and showed the receipts. He paid $2,200 a month. He showed every receipt from last year up until the present.
But I think she want more money now because they know Jennifer.
Plus, he was sending, like he said, he don't send over $500 on Cash App because it can. I don't know. I forgot what they say. Don't do $500 over Cash App. But he would send her like $400 here, $400. Now he showed every bit of those receipts. After she came out, he came out and disputed all that. And he showed every one of them. Because I showed it on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that she want more money now because they know Jennifer got money. So you know they're gonna take her income into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
So now she knows Jennifer got all that money, she knows she get more money. In my opinion. I think that's what she gonna
He said Christian showed receipts, but the baby mama showed more, and it doesn't look good for him. I can tell you right now that all I know is I haven't been, really up on the case, but the Keisha who gets court documents and reads them out says she has searched high.
There is no order.
And in between and there is no order.
She wrote a letter to the judge and asked not to put him on child support.
And they just did an order. They just started something.
Yes.
They've been filming recently within the last year or months or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no order. So she came online and lied. Because she said this man was behind on child support and all this and that. And Sonia is saying they all gifts. And yes, that's how the court look at him. If he don't write in the thing, what a lot of men don't know, it is gifts.
Yes. And they can't be proven as child support.
Right. If you don't write child support in the memo, then it's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And she gonna get one.
I had when my husband was doing that, he went ahead and had it coming out his paycheck, so it would show, even though he was paying it, before that he was paying for his son, and then I said, no, you need to have this coming out so the courts can have documents, because she can lie and say, he didn't give me no money, so every time he sent the money order or a cashier's check, I made sure he wrote child support on there for the week of and the month of and the time and everything. Mm-hmm. And then I witnessed it.
Stacy said Jennifer probably pulled the Yandy. No, So what Evelyn did was try to play with the Evelyn and what's her name? I can't think of her name. Looking right at her face in my mind. She had that little teeny dress on when she went to Evelyn's wedding. Oh my God. Brandy. Evelyn and Brandy will sit on the TV and try to make people think that Jennifer didn't get married because Jennifer went to Paris.
Mm-hmm. Jennifer got married in Vegas.
But the law is you can come over there and have your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot be married there unless you've lived there for a full
year.
Yeah.
So even though they did her big wedding there because that's where they wanted to get married at, she had to come back to the States and get married. Or
married in Vegas. Mm-hmm.
And then still did the wedding over there.
She got married before she left and went to Paris and had the wedding.
She got married when she came back.
Oh, okay.
That's why Evelyn keeps saying that she's not married. Evelyn was on the show saying she's not even really married. She don't have a license nowhere. No, because you can't get married in Paris.
Mm-mm.
That's their law.
Because you got to be a citizen,
You
and to
gotta
be
be
a
a
citizen has to
Mhm.
be a year.
So she could have
But I
gotten
wouldn't
married
have did
before.
anyway. Do y'all see all the lawsuits he got against him?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have married his ass. Period.
I wouldn't either. He a con artist.
But let me tell you what else I wouldn't do. Now, if me and you says me and you, I'll be like, look here, drop the T. Now, bitch, look now, girl. I done seen this nigga. He got a whole lot of shit going on. Long as you know about it, you know what's going on. Protect yourself. Get your stuff from
Uh-huh.
get it. Make sure it's not if you love him and that's who you want to be with. But you think I'm gonna keep dragging you every week or going around talking about how dumb you is for marrying that man?
Mm-mm.
Hell no, but I'm gonna be there if the chips fall and you need a shoulder to cry on, if I need to help build you back up. But I sure ain't gonna run around telling the world how much of a dummy you is and putting all his business out there trying to put the light on you. Evelyn
Mm-hmm.
was ever Jennifer's friend. I don't know why Jennifer think Evelyn was ever her friend.
That girl ain't like Jennifer. Ever
Mm-hmm.
since Jennifer mama died, Jennifer has been like wanting to belong to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's just
You
lost.
don't have no family?
Huh?
Ain't her daddy still living?
I don't know. Her mama was extremely close. Um, I don't. When her mom died, it's just like Jennifer changed. Anybody want to go for Tim nor a child? You
Tim
got to
Jordan?
be out your mind. Okay?
Yeah, she used to mess with Tim Norton,
Yeah, and he started stalking her.
but his butt bigger than hers.
Butt and thighs, child. And titties.
Yeah. And she
Knees
was going to
not.
be his next victim, in my opinion, if she didn't get the course vibe. I think that was going to be his next victim.
Well, he didn't mind taking his nephew out, so she sure
Right.
would
So
have.
he would have no problems with taking her out.
Right, he would
Uh-huh.
have
In my
taken his
opinion.
little ass up out of there.
And you
And
know
apparently he was going to do his mama too.
who to Miss Robbie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he don't have no problem. And then, he could get somebody to play like they Jennifer, or talk like they Jennifer and everything. Because I think they was trying to get some business together in the Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
So he could have had somebody. You see that girl he had that from the strip club. So he wasn't gonna have no problem with getting somebody to, pretend like they was Jennifer. In my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
he dodged the bullet right there.
That joker,
But
he was crazy.
yeah, some people are just prone to be in jail.
And
They
he
they
one
not
of
good to be out in the public. And Tim just got too happy. Money hungry. They
that's
had a
like
business
his daddy
going on.
child. His daddy was locked up for years. So I guess he just like him.
Baby girl 1981. I don't even know why Shawnee is on the show.
I
It
don't either.
my
Ain't
nerve
she a
that they
first
keep
lady?
bringing that fake first lady back on the show or with her.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way I would want no first lady of mine up on no goddamn Basketball Wives.
Nah. And you sitting over there judging people. Girl, going back to the first pew. Gone.
Yep. Baby girl 1981, you ain't never lying. The people sure did think that girl was lying on that man. He was a whole natural born taker.
All right.
And then Shawnee, I don't know what she got going on. I don't know if she want to be first lady or who. I don't know what she want to be.
I don't either. She just, she irks my nerves. I do not like Shawnee or Evelyn.
Her and her husband. Her
Ugh.
husband telling
Her
you not
husband
to
had
give
sweet
money to
too.
the poor, telling you not to give money to poor people. What kind of mess is that?
I don't think that man. I don't think that man like women all that much either.
He got a look on him, and it's a sweet look.
He act like he'll take her man.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yes, he like he'll take her man. I want
Yes.
man.
But then she was dating him while he was married, wasn't?
Who married to Shaq?
No, Shawnee was dating the Henderson guy while he was married. She was his wife, friend, and everything.
Girl, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Sassy, just shut up. I don't want to hear what you're saying right now. You gotta be lying to me, Sassy. I don't believe it.
Okay, I
Sassy,
send
I
it
know
to
you're
you.
just kidding me right now.
No, I am not.
Now, like that. I did hear something like they were.
He did a whole interview about it.
You gonna co-sign this mess now? Y'all know that lady ain't messing with that man wife.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, they came to visit the
He was
church.
going to his church, and
Yeah.
him and his first wife, and she was friends with the wife and him, and they started messing around, and they ended up divorcing. Tried to say it wasn't, about Shawnee, but it was.
Yeah.
I know y'all just kidding me.
Okay.
I know it. I just know y'all. I just know Shawnee O'Neal ain't messed with somebody's husband after somebody messed with her.
Yes, she did.
They came to the church. They was visiting that church. Shawnee was. And she had met with him and his wife, the first wife.
Yep.
I know Shawnee then took the man.
Sure did. Next thing you know, they were dating.
Yeah.
He got divorced, and then they ended up getting married.
Yeah.
But
I think he thinks that money was Shawnee, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, he seen that money with Shawnee, and he seen that the notoriety that came with it.
Yeah. But he ditched his other wife.
Sure did. Dumped her like a hot coal.
Sure did. And Shawnee should be ashamed of herself.
Shawnee ain't no shame in her game, honey.
Why she still go on that show? He probably.
Yeah, go and get that check.
She probably deserves that.
But I would not be associated. I mean, that's why I say neither one of them got to love the Lord, because there's no way you will be associated with a show and you're trying to live right, and you got Evelyn on there cussing, patting a coochie with a stinking self, and acting a fool. No. They just fake, in my opinion. I'm sorry, I can't deal. Ooh, I don't like him. I don't like her either.
No, because I think that like he was trying to get them people to give money to that church when they had that flood, and he know they had insurance on that church.
Yep.
Church. Y'all know y'all had insurance.
Taking all the people money so he can live on the high rise. Nah, hell no. I don't like that.
And do you remember that other man that came out and said that Shawnee was his sugar mama?
Yeah.
He was paying that young boy.
Well, she was messing with him while she was messing with Keon, but Keon was still married.
Yeah.
So she was messing with the young guy to have sex.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't having sex with Keon because he said, save it to marriage.
Yeah, but then she had sex with him before they got married.
Yeah, right before they got married.
Shawnee and that man got married. That young boy said he came over there and broke her off.
Yep.
So they got married. He came over there and broke Shawnee off.
Allegedly. But that's what the guy said, though.
Allegedly. So Shawnee been out here in these streets, though. She been out here doing
She be in the streets now. That old cooch is old and raggedy.
Yeah. Out there paying people, buying her watches and stuff. And his girlfriend was saying, I think his girlfriend and his wife was saying that Shawnee was giving him, money and stuff for sex.
Yeah, but she took that from his first one, so hell, you think that's even different now? Then she up in front of the church, acting like she loved the Lord, the biggest devil. Oh, Jesus. I'm like, Phaedra, oh, Jesus.
Like Shawnee,
she kills me with that one.
But, oh, Jesus. Don't have me to call Porsha.
They come to visit the church and Shawnee had something else on her mind.
Yep, that man in her mind, honey.
Yep. I don't know why she getting on her line.
Because Shawnee is his third wife. So
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He keep going to the one that got the most money.
Because he was married and then he dropped that wife to marry the wife that he had in church. Then he dropped that wife to marry Shawnee.
Yep. That man, he get around, baby.
Yeah, he sure do. He don't like women. He just using Shawnee for a beard.
Yep.
He got the sweet lips too.
I show, and allegedly, in my opinion, I think Martell is Ralph. And they be at the Atlanta, you know what club?
Child, it don't surprise me. Rappy down there in Tampa trying to hide. We know what go on in Tampa. So
And then they said Marquise, Chris husband. They said he be in them clubs too.
mm,
Name Marquise. What's his name? Marquise.
Marquez.
Marquise. They said he be in them clubs too in Atlanta.
Child, I always say he
He
tweet.
definitely look like he like, you know what I mean?
Oh, child, when I see me drop the T, seen that food tipping down that hallway, I said, "Oh, God." I said,
That man
"Get away from him. He look crazy."
Oh,
yeah.
I
y'all
mean,
talking
he
about
was tipping and walking and eyes like he was talking to somebody.
at the mimosa thing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who he talking to?
Yeah, I mean, he got to you looking at him like, who is he talking? He looked at us and he was just standing talking. I was like, who is he talking to? I said, let me get out this fool way.
He was just talking to himself. Like he had something.
Yeah.
So he
I
came.
mean, it was weird. It was the weirdest. Me and Drop T just looked at each other like, what is this? What's going on with this fool?
I don't know. He's just weird. If you see
He's
him in
very
person,
weird. He is.
yeah. It's like he could have took something before he came allegedly. And then he'd be like spaced out.
Yeah.
He's spaced
I
out.
mean, he was just tipping, walking fast, eyes going back and forth, like talking. I mean, I was like, what in the devil?
Oh, little tippy. No, no,
Hmm?
walking on
Little Tippy. That's what I call Little Tippy.
yeah. I bet them shoes could have been hurting his feet too.
Well, it could have been the shoe were hurting. Maybe he was cussing like, damn, my toes hurt.
Yeah. We didn't think of that. Maybe them shoes hurting his feet.
And
He
he
was
brought all them darn flowers in that play. I said, what in the?
Mm-hmm.
Sonny was looking like, what the hell going on?
Y'all crazy.
yeah, but you know
It
what?
was so funny. I'm telling you, it was so funny. If y'all had to see how he walked in there with the flowers and sat down beside Sonny and put them damn flowers up on that chair, girl, I holler. I said, oh my God, look at this food.
Yeah, he
Sonny looked
supposed to be
back
in that.
like, what is happening?
But you know what I think? I think Trish know he got some good sex. That's why I think she don't want to divorce him. She probably don't want him like that, but she wants to still have relations with him. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because on the show, well, no, on his IG page, Ken, he put a little shrimp thing up there because he body builds. So I guess he let people know that he body builds, so he don't have it. And I think that's why Trish be going, elsewhere. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think. Because they be taking them pills, them things. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I just don't think Ken got nothing. Ken is weird. That
He a beer?
he's weird. He's weird. I ain't even like it. I didn't. Ooh, he just give me the EBGB. It's just something about him. I just.
Yeah, but we saw him at the thing.
I ain't go. I couldn't even go near him. I was like, ooh.
I don't think Trish wants him. I don't think Trish wants that man.
Mm-mm.
Wants the money. Trish
And he was looking out. He was looking like the UPS driver. All
yeah,
that going on. I said, did he just get out to work?
he had on some loafers, a button-up shirt, and some khaki.
And it was brown. The whole thing.
Yeah,
I was like, what is happening?
but I guess since he's been on the show, he's been trying to dress a little better.
Yeah.
A little bit better.
Well, him and that man unit.
Yeah. Him and that
I
damn man.
wonder what the hell he looked like without that hair on his head. Ooh.
You know he was bad.
Mm.
Walk around with a damn man unit on your damn head. You see, Funky Dineva had one on. He took his off within 2 days.
Oh yeah, Funky Dineva, yeah.
But he did look Funky Dineva. He did look okay with that man unit on. He did.
Yeah. Made him look a little younger.
Yeah, he said that man got him feeling some type of way. He trying to get himself together.
Mm.
Whatever man he done got, Funky Dineva, that whatever man that he got, you know, he trying to get himself together. He said he want to get the game back again.
Mm.
Yep. He said he don't know what to do with that man he got. He said that man got him feeling away.
Mm.
Talking
Mm.
about that man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what man would want Funky. Mm.
Girl.
Funky Dineva
No,
said
Miss Maria, I ain't seen letting him talk. Yeah, I chime in when I need to. Girl, ain't no way I will be dating no Funky. Sorry.
Oh no.
Everybody else would.
He must be
Especially
something.
especially them damn feet.
Ooh.
I was just getting ready to ask them about that, Sonya. Did y'all watch Straws yet?
Oh my God, yes.
no, not yet.
Oh my God.
Tonight.
That
Yeah.
show brought out so many emotions in me. Y'all, oh my God, that was such a good show. It was so good. And people said that can't, Tyler Perry made it seem like everything it happened to that woman. But you gotta look at it and then you'll understand why it happened. It's good, y'all. That thing had me in tears.
Yeah, but you know, Taraji, when she moved there to LA, she only had $700 and she was
Yeah.
only 26 years old with her son. And she said she
Hmm.
struggled. And she
She
said she's
lived
on
in the
welfare
car.
and everything. She's on
But
welfare and everything, she said.
that story is actually a real story out for the girl that killed her unalived. I'm sorry, unalived her baby. The girl, her name is Janiyah, the same name. But what Tyler Perry did, he made it seem like the baby passed away at birth. But the real Janiyah, she threw the baby against the threw the baby on the ground, stomped the baby. Baby still didn't pass away. She stabbed the baby. Baby still didn't pass away. And finally, she ended up cutting the baby head off. And
Ooh.
the grandma came and found it, and the neighbor called 911. It's a whole. I got it on. I recorded it, but yeah. But Tyler Perry actually made that scene very. He really dignified that little baby.
Sonya, it's 4 days, not 4 hours. He made it in 4 days.
Yeah.
But that's pretty good. They made that other series in what that man said, a week or something.
Hmm.
Tyler don't be playing.
They're going to be
But
doing
let me
one
tell
about the
you,
girl.
they acted their tails off. They did good. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Tyler don't be playing, honey. I
Mm-mm.
think the other movie was 8 days or something. I know it wasn't a lot. Tyler don't be playing.
You gonna work for Tyler? You gonna work?
Yeah, you're gonna get it done and over with.
They're going to be making a one about the girl here from Milwaukee, Shade Robinson, where the
Mm-hmm.
man unalived her and her body parts, but they still have not found her head. They cut off one of her breasts, the leg,
Yeah.
everything, and they were finding he was here in Milwaukee. I think Debbie was talking about it too. And he got found guilty. He got found guilty. Thank God that he got found
Mm-hmm.
last week. So I think they're going to be making a movie about it, but I don't know if they made some type of. I don't think he wouldn't take no deal, but I think if they would have offered him a deal, maybe he would have told where the head was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Somewhere where he in his while he's in prison, he can gloat over it. He knows exactly where it is.
yeah, but they found her legs and stuff like that, arms. She's only 19 years old, a baby,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like in his late 20s.
Mm.
Yeah, 20s or 30s, but he looked it crazy. And then they bring him to court. They gonna try to cut his hair, make him look like he tried to make him look like he didn't look crazy from when they first brought him in. But his parents, his parents are filthy rich. They own a lot of real estate here in Wisconsin.
Mm.
He was working there, and then all of a sudden they said he quit and started working at bars and stuff. But his parents, they rich. He had his own house and everything. A single family house and everything. But he just, I know they said one day he just quit.
Cause he crazy.
Yeah. But that's the same thing with Jeffrey Dahmer here. You remember Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah.
He lived here too. And he was, the men, and then he was eating them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So weirdos here, you gotta be on the lookout.
The weirdos everywhere, child.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I was gonna ask you, what was the update with Shaquilla Robinson? Because I know I seen it on another contact creator page, but I didn't stop and listen to it. Did you get an update?
Just that they're in a civil lawsuit with you know, the Cabo Six. The mom is suing them, but they still are trying to. Mexico wants them to bring the trial there. Mexico say they have all the evidence to try them there, but the United States is being uncooperative. So,
Real? Oh, okay.
mm,
Yeah, the United States won't extradite them.
no,
Now that's some bullshit.
yeah, but Mexico they want the trial. They want to try them there.
Oh,
So,
okay.
But they should have never let them come home.
no, they shouldn't. They should never let that. But if it
Somebody
wasn't,
help them.
the reason why is because that doctor covered up, so they got a chance to get away.
Yeah, somebody help them. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm. They sure did.
And I think some of them changed their names now too.
Yeah, Dejanay changed her name.
Okay.
Hmm.
They're gonna get theirs. Trust me.
Oh, they gonna get them.
They're gonna get theirs.
Yeah, they gonna get them. Yeah, Dejanay changed her name. Uh, I honestly think they were setting that girl up to either be auctioned off or body part. And then that doctor came and they had to get away. And then the police came and they didn't have time enough to take her body. That's my opinion. I really do think they was auction that girl body parts off.
Who, the Cabo Six?
Hmm. So they were there 2 weeks prior to her.
Really?
Yeah, they were
Oh,
there. All of them were there except her. The guy that was her best friend and everything. I think that they were there making plans then. That's just my opinion. I always say that, and I still will say that right now.
okay. Oh, I did not know that.
Girl, I still be in there. I still, you know,
Well, I hope.
I got a friend that live in North Carolina, knows some of her family. So
Well, I hope they get some justice for her.
I do. I just hate that young lady didn't deserve that.
No.
And I mean, she was on the way being a millionaire. She was, you know, opening. She had online boutique. She did children's hair. She was a model, and them girls were really jealous of her. Her best friend, that guy, was jealous of her.
But they've been saying allegedly that she was one of them star kids, star whatever. What do you call them? Star kids. What the morning something?
No, that's just something they're trying to say that her family sacrificed. That's not true.
Yeah.
That was her dad. That is she. Girl was his only child.
Okay.
That's not true. That's just stuff they just coming up with. And just like the girl that's from my hometown that's still missing to the day, they made up all kinds of stuff on that girl. Witchcraft, which she was into that. Um, I need to do a video on that too.
Witchcraft?
What's that? What's
You
going on?
know, on the girl that from my hometown, she
Good night, Miss
disappeared
Mary.
and nobody has found her yet. So
How old was she?
22, she had 23. She had a boy and a girl, a little boy. She dropped the baby off with the dad. She left, and he said that's the last time he seen her. That's the last time anybody seen her.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Mm-mm-mm.
That is sad.
Yeah, they cause her dad's a Mason. They tried to say all that stuff.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Mm-hmm. You have to be careful out here. Everybody say friends ain't your friend, honey. They be plotting to take you out.
Got that right.
If you get that little gut feeling in your stomach about somebody, you better pay attention to it.
Listen, mm-hmm.
Cause that's intuition. That's God telling you.
Yep, that good feeling. You get that good feeling, better watch out.
Mm-hmm.
We all have it.
Sometimes he'll separate you from them so you can see that person for who they are. You know. So it is what it is.
That's the facts. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. We gotta go to work in the morning. It's already after 11.
Yes.
At least I
Yeah.
think I'm going. I might go to the daggone doctors. My shoulder stuff still hurt.
Oh.
Make
Mhm.
sure that's all it is holding my neck wrong because it should have been gone by now.
Did you
Get you
speak to
some
her?
magnesium spray and spray it on you, or some magnesium lotion,
Hmm.
and let it and see what that helps.
I gotta do something with it. I'll figure it out. Anyway, ladies, I love you both.
You too. Love y'all.
And I pray abundance of everything over your lives.
Amen.
Sandra P as well. I love all of y'all ladies. All right. Have a good night. Listen, guys, thank you all for offering us your time on each channel. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
every one of you for being
Thank
here.
you.
There's no way we could do this without y'all. We love y'all and we pray that you all have a wonderful night as well. And we will see you in the next video.
Thank you, guys. Hit the like button going out if you didn't hit the like button coming in. Thank
Yes.
you so much. Good
And
night.
Good night.